Yeah, welcome back. It's the Lost Omens podcast. What's up? What's happening?
Just sitting in the basement, you know.
Just hanging out here at the Professional Casual Network headquarters, aka our basement. It's cool. It's so hard with that intro music. Dan and I just look at each other and we make the most awkward opera faces.
Does it get pretty hard?
So, yeah, It's like, enjoy that, patrons who get video, $5 and up. It can be yours. Very, very awkward, maintained eye contact between me and Dan.
Hi.
Classic.
You're not in the room. It's super awkward.
Yeah. Hey, but you can feel it. Yeah. So welcome. This is episode 9 of the Lost Omens podcast. Playing through Extinction Curse. Don't forget. And I have a gift for all of you.
Oh. Ooh.
I have hero
points for you. Is it really for all of us?
Oh, it is really
I'm
for all
so
of you.
thankful. I'm so thankful that I will receive this gift.
So, ta-da.
Hero points.
And ta-da.
Ticket. Oh, no.
And Taylor already had his.
What?
Hero points.
And here you go, Ben.
What? I got this
The
from
theater
last
of the
session.
mind
Come
you
on.
shouldn't have.
Yay. Admit one. Ben, your number is 732-299. Remember that
Is
for
my
the
number
50-50
up?
raffle.
Okay.
I'd like to buy an arm's length for $20.
It was always so weird. And like, so
Is it your
Taylor
arm or my
specifically
arm?
referencing, the Delaware County Fair, and they would go through the grandstands at different events in the 50-50 raffle. And, you know, you could buy like a number of tickets or you could buy like an arm's length of tickets. And they would always have women going through the stands. And I knew all of them from, you know, past acquaintances and whatnot. And there were
Because all
some
women knew each other.
Yeah, but some
Right.
women were like 6'3". That's right. We're in a secret club at the full moon. We
There's
get
a group
together.
chat, I'm pretty sure.
And it blows up constantly. Like these bitches just won't shut up.
Do you guys remember? Oh, go. Sorry, go ahead.
No, just there are some women doing tickets who are like 6'3", and then some women doing tickets who are like 4'9". So like, I don't want the short woman's arm length tickets.
Yeah.
I want the Amazons. So
My grandmother used to always say, no, wait for the next one. Wait for the next
Yep. You have to. You have to. And I mean, you never win anyway.
I want to get my full $20 worth.
Do you guys remember when they
Precisely.
had that carnival near, near Southside, like that just like set up shop for like a month and a half or something?
That sounds sketchy.
Like in the
and
parking lot of
horrifying.
the mall? That one?
It sounds familiar.
Maybe it wasn't the parking lot. It was somewhere. Maybe it wasn't near Southside Mall. Maybe it was like, I feel like it wasn't too far away though. It was definitely within me at 16 driving distance. They set up like a carnival, and that's what I've been thinking about basically every episode as we do when the intro music happens, is like this feeling of being 16 and maybe going to get abducted soon.
Oh, man.
To be fair, Abberton gives off some pretty heavy upstate New York vibes. So
Yes.
no one knows where the sheriff is.
Right?
There's
Just like all these
boars
yokels
running
just
around. Yeah.
boars and yokels running free.
Horrendous.
You're like, who's in
racist
charge
people
here?
everywhere. Oh, sorry. Too soon.
Yeah, we killed some boars last episode.
Yeah, and you found a dead gnome.
Yes. Sweet.
Hope you don't find a dead gnome around
Brennan
here.
doesn't feel that way, but I'm pretty happy to find
Yeah, gnomes
dead
are awful.
Yeah. Like, they're definitely worse than humans.
They don't float well.
No,
that
they
much
don't.
I know.
They're always filled with like little
Statue.
gophers and stuff too, I feel
You
like.
try to bite one,
Filled
that
with?
you just get a mouthful
Yeah.
of buckles and gemstones. It's awful.
I knew a girl like that in high school. Anyway, so yeah, you guys, you cleared out the mill. You cleared out the orchard. You found some fun stuff there. And you killed a boar, and you've got it with you to feed your circus folk
For the meat.
back home, which is, you know, very kind of you, very thoughtful. And you are headed to the Mad Mug because I don't know why. Why are you headed there? What are you doing?
You would
Bandits.
ask
Because
that.
it's on the way back.
It is on the way back.
We were told that there was an issue here that we need to go solve.
Yeah. What?
Unlike
were you
Vanilla
told?
Ice, if you have a problem, I'll solve it.
That's
That's
right.
true. Mud
told
is
us about
essentially
Man
vanilla
Mud?
ice in
Can we get a reminder on
what?
what the issue at the bar was?
There were
Yes.
some thugs, if I recall, and
Some
they
tubes.
took over the bar and most likely also are responsible for the disappearing sheriff.
Yeah, so Get Around the Bearded Man told you there is a small crime gang called the Muggers. They don't call themselves that, but that's what they're called. The muggers.
It's fitting that they're in a bar.
And that they
mug.
that's
I love this.
Yep. According to town rumors, the muggers drink all day and cause trouble at night. The sheriff has been trying to break up the gang for a while now, and the muggers might have gotten brave or reckless enough to do something about said sheriff.
I think we might as well call the PJ Masks at this point.
PJ Masks. Nighttime is the right time.
Or the dino trucks.
It's a fight crime.
Trucks. What's his name? Like the dude with the what?
Tun-Tun.
Tun-Tun. He's my favorite.
He's
so
like a
stupid.
truck.
Oh, Greg Sipes, Beast
Truck,
Boy.
Oh, Beast Boy.
That's
I think
Beast
he was
Boy.
Michelangelo
same,
too, wasn't
same
he?
voice actor. Yep.
Yeah.
Same as Mikey.
That's fantastic.
It's
Yeah,
so
I had
funny.
to do Dino Trucks
Yeah.
for the Carton Cast, so I'm well versed in
I
like.
love Dino
Yes.
Trucks.
I have to watch it because I have a 2.5-year-old who's obsessed currently.
Don't say have
Obsessed.
to. Like, I'm privileged to be able to watch it because I have a 2.5.
At first, it was kind of funny. It was interesting, and he's watched so much of it that it's just. I mean, it's a kid's show, so it's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, but the second season is like they have development and stuff. There's a storyline. Anyways,
You mean the spin-offs, Dino Trucks Supercharged?
yeah, it's fantastic.
Which is,
It's a more fun show if you imagine that Dino Trucks is chronologically after the original Land Before Time. Like, that's the Great Valley, and all the original cast died and were replaced with these mechanized dinosaurs that fill the ecological niche.
All right, I haven't watched Dino Trucks before, but now I kind of need to.
It's a trip.
Under specifically that premise.
If you're the person who dabbles in illegal drugs, I would suggest
You know, those
That
writers and
hurts.
artists did.
it's like Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Anyways,
Yeah.
Don't get me started on Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
it's one of the greatest
We'll be
cartoons
here
I've
all
ever
day.
watched.
It's amazing.
That encouraged the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
So
We
good.
just did that. We just did that for the
I
Carton
know.
Cast.
Okay, I'm
I
going to
listened
sign
to that
up for
one.
this podcast. So one of our players here is part of a podcast.
As it turns out.
Speaking of podcasts, you're listening to this one, so do us a favor. Rate, review, subscribe. We love those 5-star ratings, or a real rating, but with a comment to go with it.
Yeah,
leave
don't just
a
leave
review.
a 1-star rating without reviewing it and letting us know why there's a 1-star rating.
Not enough
That hasn't
titties.
happened to this show at time of recording, but I'm really fired up about that happening on another show.
I'm hesitant to say anything about it because I lost sleep over that 1-star rating
no.
without a review.
I thought about
yeah.
not telling you, but I figured you'd see it eventually.
And I don't want people to just do it to make Tim mad because
That's just not cool.
really easy to do.
So you're saying there's a surefire way to piss off Lucky? Is what you're
Yeah,
telling me?
I don't know. Actually, I might be angrier in a 4-star review over a 1-star review.
without a comment.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
if they
like, you
reviewed
can't
it
do that,
and
yeah.
said why they left 1 star, it would
called
be a little more okay.
constructive criticism.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What could
I
we do
assume
to
that all
improve?
4-star ratings are by Team 4-star. Is that incorrect?
I feel like that's a car dealership.
They always leave these super abridged reviews too. Like,
Yeah. You have to rate them all in Ghost Nappa voice.
I don't like being out of the loop on these jokes.
Oh, go snap at the MVP.
That's
boy.
for a couple people out there.
Is this the balls are inert? Is it?
The balls are in
That
there.
was Kajecta-kun. That's very different.
It's been a while, all right.
Questing on.
You're adorable.
What are we playing?
So we are playing Pathfinder 2e, and as you are,
I'm
dear
warm
listener,
from this drink.
Yeah, me too.
I've had 2 sips.
as you are contemplating that less than 5-star review, just remember that we're learning the game. So be nice. We're trying.
Or if
We're
you
your
want
friends.
to be mean, just hit me up specifically at Top Tier Casual on Twitter in my DMs and just expel all your vitriol in there.
Yeah.
And then I will refine it into constructive criticism
Yep.
to give to the rest of the group.
And we'll be
he'll-
better.
He'll do it off and He'll do it in like an interpretive dance reading as
Yes.
well. He'll read it and I will interpretively dance.
Or you could just send a message as an email to theprofessionalcasual@gmail.com.
That too.
Is it the or the?
The.
The. Thy.
The
To he.
heal thy burgers?
If you do have good criticism or a really great review, I'd love to read it on the show. So if we get a good review, not like a good as in like a 5-star review, but if you leave a great comment on it, consider that. Consider it might be read.
We have gotten actually a little bit of feedback.
Okay.
From one of our favorite listeners, Adam Dagna.
I love
The
Adam
trailer's-
Dagna.
The trailer's too short.
He did say that. He was real mad about it.
Yeah.
As mad as I've ever heard him on our Discord.
If we have one job here, actually, it's to make Adam Dagna happy.
Yep.
So if we can,
Full stop.
do that.
It was like slightly miffed, is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, guys.
He said, "Is it legit? 15 seconds?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's a trailer. It's mostly there, so we have it ready to go in the distributors."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I was jonesing for some content. I got real excited." And I was like, "Oh, you got to wait till."
Didn't he say he's got Pathfinder blue balls now?
Yeah. By the time
That's
this
a prestige
episode
class.
drops, you'll have 2 months worth of.
Yeah.
Every time you disappoint a listener,
Yes, exactly.
every time
Want mine too?
every time you disappoint a listener, they become a big chucker. And start
Right?
listening to Elite Eight Showdown. So
That
you
explains
got to
the-
be careful.
That explains
I love
the
it when you call them
following
big
over in
chucker.
India then.
Right.
We've disappointed so many people in India.
That's because every time somebody leaves a 1-star review, they're like, who else is on this horrible fucking network?
Right. I'm going over there now.
Got
Oh
leftover
my God.
spite.
Yeah. I love it. Anyway, all right. Let's roll some dice.
All right.
Let's play.
Wait, roll initiative. No, I dropped.
stop.
I missed the table.
Oh my God, no
Why is
more
it so
drinking when
warm
we
down
record.
Oh, geez.
It is hot down
Yeah, it's
here.
9 a.m. on a Thursday. Why are
We all
I gotta
called
go to
in
work.
sick to work. Dan, you dropped the kids off at the sitters, right?
Who?
Who?
I dropped the Browns off the Super Bowl.
What kids?
Continue.
Oh my God. All right. So you're headed to the Mad Mug. Mm-hmm. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. We don't really need a marching order. I will tell you, as you approach the building, it is a 1-story structure with a broad front porch. A sign outside depicts a cartoonish beer mug bearing a furiously angry expression, its frothy contents steaming, which makes no sense. Why would a beer mug be steaming?
It was really cold, and it's
You ever had butterbeer?
not cold in there.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it could be evaporating.
It doesn't make sense.
So there's an issue with medieval times and being able to cool your beverages.
Right, yeah.
So many of them are warm.
Hot beer.
Yes,
Gross.
exactly. But it's better than water because water's unhealthy.
That is true. It's all just
Usually, it
poop
will
water.
make you very sick. It's
Water?
not treated properly.
Yes.
If it's not room temperature, I don't trust it.
I'm always nice to water personally, so I treat it very well.
I enjoy swimming in it, however.
Luckily, growing up in the sewers, I am well accustomed to drinking water that is not exactly ripe
With the rats.
or too ripe.
The higher the alcohol content, the safer it is.
Absolutely.
That is actually pretty true.
Yeah.
Words
As
to
you
live
approach
by.
the porch, there are 4 muggers hanging out on the porch.
Do
Hello,
they have
good sirs.
mugs?
Is the porch on the map?
Yes,
Will you uncover the porch?
it is.
I believe this
Oh, it's
section
an
here is
uncovered
Oh,
porch?
there you
or
go.
it's a covered
Will
porch?
you put those guys on there for
I
me? Thank
certainly
you.
will.
Is there a roof on this porch?
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Do they look upset?
They look menacing. And
Scowling?
bored.
Scowly.
They're definitely scowling.
Evening. Evening?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting on to evening. Late,
late
afternoon.
afternoon.
Late afternoon.
Late afternoon.
Am I still
later.
carrying a full boar carcass over my shoulder at this point?
Yes.
I believe so, yes.
I think we have a couple.
It is
We should get a
probably
cart.
bleeding all over all of us. You look mildly disturbed, and I believe this is the Mad Mug. So, if you could anger yourselves a little more.
All right, this is the Mad Mug.
We were wondering if we could join your crew.
No.
Oh,
We look like we need more bodies here.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of look like you're going to need a lot more bodies.
Now we're full up.
Oh.
I mean, there's
I
what?
realized establishments like this had a limit.
My interesting thought is that there's 5 of us and 4 of you. So if we made 4 new bodies available for your club,
One of us would still be left out.
that's fine. Then we have a rat who probably wouldn't be great at being part of a gang.
Yeah, he's
Excuse
not,
me, just a moment.
he's not really mad or a mugger.
I'm not very.
Mr. Brennan
does
can
it,
ride
right?
on my shoulders just like the old days.
And then we have 1. Perfect.
All right.
So, gentlemen,
Ain't you from that there circus?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
indeed.
I actually bow quite low. My feather hits the floor.
So what you want with the muggers gang? You don't need to be in a gang. You're part of a circus.
I come as a representative of our ringleader, Mr. Mudd, and he is interested in having,
More clowns.
yes,
Because you guys look like a bunch of clowns.
We ain't no clowns.
And we're hiring clowns.
And honestly, makeup would do you all very well. Big
Do you
hair.
know anything about pyrotechnics?
Do I look pyro who? What?
So,
Now-
are you looking to hire them as pyrotechnicians?
Clown pyrotechnics, to be precise.
Oh, very good.
The old fire clown act.
Wait, nope. We got a good setup here with old Two-Punch. We don't need nothing to do with you. Ain't nothing hereabouts that merits a visit from the likes of you.
Mr. Muggers, I would like to try your wares. What is your strongest drink that you have available?
Oh, you can come and drink, but you got to get through us first.
Oh, then
That should be
if you could
easy
step
enough.
aside,
Simple
I'd like to
enough.
enter the establishment.
I mean, you got to pay to come in.
Oh, there's a cover.
That seems...
They
Yes,
like
the
start
roof.
to like punch their
One
hands.
handful of
Oh,
boar
you're not
each.
talking about with money, are you?
It's been a while since we've had a nice scuffle out here.
Aha! I will draw my rapier and say, have it thee!
As I said, the rat is not good for business.
Isn't that what they mean? Is this a
scuffles
friendly spar?
Yeah, send your worst against our worst.
So they're gonna come and approach you off of the porch, looking to get in a little bit of a scuffle. So let's roll up some initiative, friends.
Very good. Brennan is
They're
fired
all-
up after killing that boar.
Are they all unarmed?
They are unarmed, yes.
So maybe this scuffle should be unarmed, just to make it fair for everyone else.
I am a tiny rat person. I need to even the odds somehow.
Described unarmed.
With hands and arms,
Perfect.
but nothing in their hands.
Appendages.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Well, I don't want to drop this boar, but I'll just carry it while I'm fighting.
You forgot your boar bucket, Kurva?
Oh, not the boar bucket.
the boar bucket was becoming encumbering.
I am gonna take this opportunity while we're all taking initiative to spend a focus point on a spell, giving everyone, let's say, +2 to their initiative
Oh.
and 1 temporary hit point.
Oh, that'll be gone in just a moment.
Nice.
And my form will shift just a little bit as I do that.
I don't like this one.
So what do we have for initiatives? Franz?
23.
15.
What did you say, Brennan?
13.
23.
23, 15, 13. Xa'Reske, where do you fall on that?
15 as well.
15. So who's going? You were Mud.
My friend, by all means.
You're more than welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Fulgrim.
Since I was being so charming, I decided to use a diplomacy for my initiative, and that gives me a 16.
Okay. Super duper.
And I don't want to go first.
You have to go first. You're the chosen one.
You took out your rapier first.
You
I
drew
know.
a weapon.
You drew a
And
weapon.
you need to put it away because we're doing this fisticuffs.
I'm very bad at that.
Yeah, me too.
Now keep in mind, one of you did mention there are 5 in your party against their 4.
Yes.
So you do have a slight advantage there.
One of us should sit out.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Seems only
I
fair.
will remain on the sidelines for now.
No, just one of you, not both of you. Thank you.
Oh, no, he's good to go, I
Oh,
think.
that is true.
I'll come in and clean up if needed.
But that's Kurva's
I'm
job.
sorry.
That is
yeah,
Kurva's job.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Excuse
yeah,
me.
my bad.
You want to take that out? Want to take that again?
Yeah, so I will come in as a replacement for Brennan once he's bleeding out on the floor.
No, that makes more sense.
Mr. Brennan, hold still.
I was trying to look up if it takes an action to stow a weapon since I drew my rapier and I've been told to not do that. I
think you
believe
can
it
just drop it.
does. I'm not going to do that.
I'd let you stow it as once you realize that it's an unarmed fight and they're coming down the porch at you, I would let you just sheath that bad boy.
All right. So I
Or he just
Brennan will
failed
quickly-
to draw it in the first place, like it got stuck.
will sheath my rapier very quickly, and then out of my cheek pouch, I will produce a bola and devise a stratagem here to see if it's even worth my time to throw it.
Okay.
First of all. Okay. I'm I'm not very good at this, but I did get a natural 20 for that. So
Wow.
I will toss my bola at the closest ruffian to myself
Okay.
because there are lots of people between me and them, and I want to keep it that way. So with a natural 20 on the... I got to double check how these trip things work.
You threw a bola
I threw a bola.
in a fisticuffs match
Yes. It won't do damage.
as the first action.
Yep.
For his next action, he will throw a cuppa.
Make sure not to spill the rain from your bola.
I'm quickly realizing that I have overstepped with my abilities here and need to rectify that and keep them away from me because they're much larger than I am. I'm not much for fighting hand to hand.
To be fair, so is our dog-faced dog.
And you all, from your various travels, with, the circus from before and this circus, you can recognize just like a squirrely group of locals. Like they're
Idiot
bored.
drunkards.
Yeah. And probably a little bit drunk. So,
Well, very
Oh,
good.
so we got to make a show for him too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I think I could accommodate.
You want to flag this? My apologies. I
God damn it, Dan.
thought I
Flagging
knew
doesn't show up on multi-track.
My friend, it would be better.
Oh, but I forgot to turn on multi-track.
Who's next?
Fulgrim is next. So yeah, we'll move on to Fulgrim while you figure that out. No.
So I just need to. So that I'm not making an attack roll. I'm making an athletics check.
Okay.
So I can't. This is so confusing how this interacts. I can't quite remember now. It's been a little while. So that 20, I can't reuse that 20. So I'm just attacking with the bola in this case.
Okay.
So I do hit with
Okay.
a 20, and the bola does a mighty D6 -1 because it is a thrown weapon damage,
Okay.
but it is a critical, so it will be 2D6 -1,
Wow.
which would be a grand 5.
All right.
So instead of wrapping around his ankles and tripping him, it will simply strike him in the legs.
Okay.
Hard.
But that would, okay. That makes it, he's not going to be able to really move at this point without untangling himself first.
Oh, did it actually do the thing that it's supposed to do, or?
No,
Oh, so it just did non-lethal damage.
because I used my devise a stratagem to roll before I declare my attack. That roll can only be used as a strike, not. So I rolled a natural 20. I don't want to waste it. So instead of actually entangling him and tripping him, we'll simply just strike him and do some damage.
Which you said it did 5 total?
5.
Okay.
What?
He's got 8 hit points.
Bash him
Almost had
soundly in the knees.
Right?
If I could
He's
roll
like,
decent
"Oh,
for
God."
damage, that would get on -1.
You're causing some kind of like serious hematoma that's going to cause a blood clot and like go up to his heart and he's going to die.
Ha!
Very honestly, probably good that we're fisticuffing this non-lethally so we can knock these guys out instead of actually murdering a bunch of locals.
Oh,
That is true.
I put my claws away.
Fulgrim, you're up. What do you want to do? Or sorry, Brennan, did you want to do anything else? That's one action.
That is 3.
That is 3?
Yes.
Super.
Drawing it from my cheek pouch takes an action until level 5, and I give feet to make it a free action. And then devising a stratagem, an action, and a strike.
Okay, cool.
By that
Just wanted to
time-
make sure I didn't shortchange you.
He will be a master in nature as well.
Yeah.
Most likely.
All right, so Fulgrim, it is your turn.
I will take out a Drakeheart mutagen and drink that with 2 actions.
Okay.
And that increases my AC by 4. So
Wow.
my AC is now 20. And let's see. The next thing that I will do is get ready to strike one if they come within striking range. Getting ready with that big punch.
Okay. Sounds good.
Can
Xa'Reske.
you ready in action if you took another action on your turn?
I have no idea.
I believe
Probably not.
probably not.
I think
Okay.
it takes 2 actions to ready an action.
Then
Oh, okay.
Yes, ready is a 2 action thingamajiggy.
Oh, that's
a 2 action
super rad. Actually, okay, cool. So you can move and ready in action?
Yep.
That's sweet. Pathfinder 2 is awesome.
It's very nice.
Paizo, good job.
Yes, thank you.
Action economy is great.
Thanks for following us on Twitter.
Just because I was swallowing
For
my
real.
drink.
Dan told me that, and I was like,
She almost threw up.
I really did.
1-star review.
I'm going to cut all that shit out.
I figured it was Big Chuck, honestly. I
Next on
almost,
Elite Age 5-star review.
I almost sent him a message being like, hey, did you?
You make a fake Twitter
the
account.
worst podcast ever.
You make a
Oh my
fake Twitter
God.
account with a misspelled Pathfinder raw view.
That is all then.
All right, Xa'Reske.
I will heed my friend's words and store my claws away.
Okay.
And swing my tail around menacingly, going for a goading feint at whoever is nearest to me.
All right.
Which would be a deception check, and I roll a natural 20.
Wow. Okay.
2 in a row.
Yes,
Damn.
Bodes well.
which I believe...
What happens on a feint on a critical success?
That is what I am looking up. The target takes a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls against them with a goading feint.
Okay.
The entire turn. So if anyone strikes who I feinted, they get they are at -2 AC, essentially.
Groovy.
I will then strike them with my...
Doesn't sound like that's what you just said. So they're at -2 for attack rolls.
my apologies. That's exactly what I meant. -2 penalty is attack rolls. Oh, against me. Sorry. I believe feint is when you... I believe feinting normally is when you do the thing.
That's what goats do.
Yes, they goad and they faint. See, fainting causes them to be flat-footed to everyone. My apologies. So I would then attack them
Okay.
with my lizard tail.
Until the end of your next turn. Not
Correct.
just, so that's a long time.
If they try to hit me, it's,
They get a -2. All
I
right.
rolled a 22 for my tail to hit.
That will do it. Okay. Not a critical,
I
though.
will also use that as a confident finisher. Because I'm confident in my ability to finish. Which adds 2d6 to my d6 tail attack.
All right.
So
Whoa.
I get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You killed him.
I knock him out.
Okay.
I swipe him in the head
Okay.
with my tail. I will then use my next attack action to... actually, let's goading feint the other gentleman.
Cool.
How's that sound?
All right.
Wonderful. I rolled a 7 plus 6, which would be a 13, which is against their, I believe, perception DC, if I remember correctly. Bear with me, folks.
Don't forget, if you're making a non-lethal attack, you're at -2 penalty to your attack roll. Unless you have something
not.
to mitigate that, as such as a monk.
I certainly still hit them. It was over
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Feel free to reference.
I think
I
for
appreciate it.
unarmed attacks, you only get the -2 if you try to deal lethal damage.
Interesting.
I'm going to look
I
it up
believe
real quick.
attacks have the non-lethal trait anyway. I might be mistaken on that, but
So
Let me check real quick. There's something in the monk in the class features that says something about that.
a 13 against their perception DC.
I believe Kurva is right.
Which would
I think
be
you
whatever
normally
plus
deal
10, right?
non-lethal damage.
Right. So they've got
If
a
you're punching
perception of
unless you have
4.
So 14, I have failed
Yep.
there. And that is all 3 of my actions.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. So that guy's down. Nice. Mud.
Mud is going to offer a word of encouragement to Mr. Kurva with a guidance spell so that he receives +1 on one of the rolls on his turn.
Any
yes,
of
punch
the
them
rolls that
hard,
I
Kurva,
want?
I agree.
Any of the rolls I want,
Any
or
roll
just the
that you
first
want.
one? Just the first
Just
one.
one roll.
Okay, but it doesn't got to be the first
a
one.
roll on your turn. Nope, it doesn't have to be the first one.
Very good.
It could be the first one if you wish.
But it doesn't have to be the first one.
I am also going to cast Forbidding Ward on our friend, Mr. Brennan. Because I would like him to be safe, and I would like it to be against the gentleman that's directly in front of him.
Okay.
So that Mr. Brennan will receive a +1 to his AC against attacks from that fellow.
Oh, well, thank you, Mud. I appreciate this.
Hey,
All right. Love it. Kurva.
All right. So how many undamaged patrons are there left?
There are 2.
All right.
One is unconscious, and then Brennan struck another one with his bola.
Ha!
And
dealt
there's 2
some
more?
damage. There are 2 more.
Well, don't
All
shake
right,
our
I'm gonna
patrons. We
ignore
need
the
them.
one that Mr. Brennan struck with his bola because he seems to want to take care of that one on his own, and I don't want to deny him the opportunity to do so. So I'll just ignore that one and go for another one. I'll stride up to whoever's next and get a flurry of blows in there.
All right.
That's a natural 20 for my first hit.
Wow.
And
So
then
many of these.
And the second one is at 16.
Yes.
All right.
That hit.
So, first hit is 16. I might as well finish him off with another 5, so it's 21 in total. I'm gonna. Kurva's no stranger to bar fights, and I've got the boar over my back right now, holding the haunches with each arm. So we're gonna go knee to the groin and then headbutt, because that's bar fighting technique.
Okay. I like it.
And I'll just put him right in the ground.
Sounds like he's down.
Good
That'll be
show,
my turn.
chap.
Just
I'll be
to
done.
clarify, did you do non-lethal or lethal damage to this
Oh,
gentleman?
non-lethal.
Okay, thank God.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand bar fight rules. I've been to shore leave enough time to know the way of it.
All right, sweet.
He's learned these above and below deck.
All right. So that
He hit
guy's
him below
down.
deck, that's for certain. His knee. It looked awesome.
Truly. Beautiful, beautiful work. So it is the mugger's turn. And the one that Brennan struck with the bola is gonna like try to get out of it and fall over onto his side, which leaves the fourth one. And he holds his hands up and be like, I didn't mean no harm. You seem like nice folk. I'm just, why don't you come on in with me to the mug? I'll buy a round for you.
Ah, that sounds great.
That's all we wanted.
That's real cordial.
I believe there was a misunderstanding because you attacked us, so you obviously meant harm.
No, this was a friendly bout. They said so. They were bored. And if there's one thing that can cure boredom, it's 4 free
boards.
tickets to the circus later.
Patrons.
Patrons.
I don't believe they're patrons if we're giving them free tickets.
Well, they patronize other.
Yeah.
Make sure to buy some popcorn.
Yes.
Oh, I love popcorn.
So I will give them 4 free tickets.
All right. Well,
To
thanks.
clamber over the railing quickly and retrieve
Just
my
place
bowl and
one
put it
on
back in my
the
mouth.
unconscious guy's head.
The guy that you disentangle, he's like super grossed out there. You're just like, whoop, put it back in your mouth.
Yeah, there's certainly saliva on it when I threw it at him.
That is so nasty. It's like dripping. That's really,
So
really
you build up
gross.
a resistance.
I love that feat so much.
Is there a feat that you can take that gives things that you store in your mouth pouch the ability to inflict filth fever by any chance? Because that would be incredible.
I don't believe so, but I will double check quickly.
A pestilence skaven.
Yeah.
I'm a sewer rat, so
That's
not too far
incredible.
Sounds to me like a house rule.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
friend Fulgrim, do you have anything that may alleviate these gentlemen's headaches once they wake up?
More alcohol.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And your brew is quite
They're in the
strong.
right place for it.
Quite strong.
Yes. Should we just force feed them?
We should leave them here until they wake up.
Oh.
And then when they come in, we can give them alcohol. And that would solve their headaches.
You're always remarkably intelligent.
Yeah.
Brennan, what'd you find?
Fulgrim,
Excuse me. That's
Fulgrim,
bulk 1? You could
if
keep
I
a
if I
halberd in
may,
your cheek.
generally
Keep him
when
on the
we're
foot.
in the circus, when we're in the ring, obviously the ringleader is the captain, but when we're no longer on the ship, whoever's got the lay of the land is the captain. So I think you better take the lead as we head into the bar.
Yes, my
Seems
friend.
more your territory.
I shall walk in first, kicking open the door.
I love this so much. Okay.
Kurva, would you mind helping me by instructing me through actually doing cleaning up these gentlemen out of the street? Unless,
Well, I appreciate your cleaning instincts, but honestly, drunks outside a bar, that's exactly where they're supposed to be.
wonderful.
Face down in the dirt.
Thank you, my friend. I didn't want to relieve a chance for you to clean.
Just imagine the entire porch is a large drunk bucket.
That makes complete sense.
That is a mark
Bucket
of
for
a
drunks.
good establishment.
Mr. Brennan,
that-
I couldn't have said it better myself.
A drunket, some might say.
Drunk it.
I'm looking. No, I cannot inflict filthy things in my mouth. But at 13th level, I can have a feat called Big Mouth. I can store larger things in my cheek pouches.
I've seen those. They're
Very
chipmunks.
excited.
Like one bulk of wet river stones.
I've heard of these things called brick.
Yes. Yeah, you could
Flagstone
brick in
block.
your mouth and keep it there.
There was a brick in my mouth. All right, so you enter the Mad Mug. Would you uncover the map, please? Nice.
Good try.
So you notice. Boop, 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 boop.
Can I get eyes on that map?
Somebody hook Ben up.
I don't understand how to do that.
Same.
Mr. Mudd, I will stand in front of you.
While we're setting that up, Daddy needs another drink.
Oh, no. We're only doing 2 episodes, remember?
Yeah,
Careful. Don't put
Would
stuff on that,
you
please.
set these two
You
up
take the
at
cups out
that
of that
corner
box. I got
table?
those
Yes.
models
Thank
in
you.
there.
This one,
And
yeah.
So-
Yeah,
while we're setting that up,
Is that a goat?
that is a goat.
Do we need more drunkards?
Later.
No,
Wonderful. Are they the only patrons?
there are probably other people hanging out, but nobody to really
Is there a
interact with.
bartender?
Yes.
I will have a drunkard as
All
a
right.
bartender.
Groovy. Thank
Mainly
you.
because I'm sure we will talk to them first.
Yeah.
Although Mudd just did hear me say that, so that will not be the plan.
What?
Exactly.
What are these drinks called?
Is there taffy at this bar?
There is now.
I would like your finest taffy, please. Oh, exquisite taffy making.
I definitely can't see what he can see right now.
Papa, can you hear me?
We just watched Deadpool 2 over a couple of nights before Thanksgiving because we can't watch a whole movie in one night because we're old and have to go to bed early.
Have to?
Me? Yeah. I'm nasty.
Yeah, I've been watching the
It's like, you wouldn't like me when I'm tired.
been watching the children the last 2 days, and I've been going to bed like solidly at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning every night. So every morning is like torture just to get them to do anything sane
Yep.
at all. So it's like, don't fucking yell at them. They're 3 years old.
Right. They don't get
Just
it.
so there's like a thing as a parent, certainly when you have multiple children, where you're like, the weekend sucks. Why can't it be a work day? It's a 4-day weekend. I have to deal with them for 4 days with no break.
Wednesday,
can't wait to go to work
Thursday,
tomorrow.
Friday, Saturday.
I'm gonna
Sunday.
burn down
Yeah.
the daycare unless they open on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
again, I blocked out an 8-hour chunk of the day. So even though we are only doing 4 episodes, you still have me for 8 hours. That's up to you to
Sweet.
do what you will with.
Can we get tacos?
Yeah, can we get Taco Bell?
Yeah.
I really want a burrito.
Let's get Taco Bell and go for a walk with Ben.
Yo, can we?
Oh my God, I can see Ben's face, and that was the most excited look ever.
But it's like human interaction.
I could actually just drive to wherever you guys are, like
Sweet.
just so that it's not like a huge to do.
Yeah,
To do.
right on.
Where can we walk here?
Two.
You're in.
We can go to
the
Hanson
hill.
Road. Up the hill. Yeah.
I was
What?
okay. No, I was
Y'all
thinking
got
like
roads where you are?
Yeah, but no sidewalks.
Yeah.
Just
We
a big
just walk
shoulder.
on the shoulder.
what's that? Those bike trails.
What are you eating over there? Oh, that
Built Bar.
We can figure that out later.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Let's rage. I'm kidding. So Fulgrim, you enter the Mad Mug, you kick the door in and you walk in and you see there is a bartender behind the bar. And then to your right, as you enter, sitting at a table, overlooking kind of the porch area, is a dwarf woman and a goat.
Oh. I give her a very dwarfy hello, which is just a nod.
Right?
Down nod or upward nod?
Oh, it is going to be a downward nod.
The knowing
Oh,
nod.
that's second
The
base.
knowing nod.
Yep.
That's second base in dwarf culture.
Her beard hasn't quite come in yet. You should be careful.
I know I'm being very gregarious and by nodding, but I feel it is appropriate for the jovial nature of this situation.
I fan your face.
Oh, thank you. Good evening, fine gentlemen. I am here for your strongest ale. Or strongest drink. It doesn't have to be an ale.
Oh, all right. I'll just one moment. Just one, or is there a round? And the dwarf woman, she holds up her hand, and he's like, "Oh yeah, right away, Two-Punch, right away." So he doles out drinks for everybody.
Fantastic. How is this drink? I have knowledge alcohol, and this may be the only time that I will be able to use it this campaign.
Do you have any modifier to that?
I have a +8.
Okay. You suspect that this was probably made with the apples from the nearby orchard.
That is good.
So there's definitely like a fruity, appley taste, and it's, by your standards, it's pretty mid-range.
Quite like the drinks that we are drinking right at this time in real life.
Yeah. That literally Ben's going to have to deliver us tacos because nobody's going to be able to drive to get tacos.
Fulgrim and JB think that these are not that strong.
So yeah, you would probably classify this more as like a cider
Okay.
than like, a proper type of like ale.
Fantastic. Nice hard cider for my friends at the circus.
Yeah.
I need to take more alcohol so I know more about this than Fulgrim.
Mr. Brennan,
Yes.
do you remember at the last circus they had that dude, Carl Dixon, I think, that would make ciders there? He made that. What was it called? What do you call it? Dixon cider?
His name, yes.
Yeah, Dixon cider. Oh, man, whenever I think about Dixon cider, it just makes me think of simpler times.
It was very enjoyable. I agree.
Yeah.
I also enjoyed having some Dixon cider.
Who wouldn't enjoy having Dixon cider?
I am new to this. You should teach me these ways.
Oh, I'll show you.
I don't know if you would like it.
I would be very intrigued
I
by
bet
the
he
Dixon
would.
cider. You're all a bunch of fucking children.
It is true. All right. So the barkeep says, "Can I interest you in anything else? Are you hungry? I mean, we've got limited menu, but whatever you want." Two-Punch ordered it, so.
What does Two-Punch normally get?
Oh, you want the Two-Punch special?
Sure.
All right, coming right up.
Violent.
Does it come with Dixon cider?
Oh no, we're too far out here for Dixon cider. And honestly, if I offered people Dixon cider, it would just kind of like cast a shadow over my own cider. Yeah.
It's that good.
Yeah.
I will take your weakest ale, please.
Sure.
So just water in a dirty glass.
My small stature does not allow me to imbibe too much alcohol before I get silly, some might say.
I just realized I have a -1 con bonus too. All right.
+1.
All right, so he takes a mug for Brennan and he fills it like maybe a quarter of the way with the cider. And then he goes over to another barrel and he adds a little something more to it. And he hands it to you and he says, "This is what the neighborhood kids usually get around here."
Oh, very good. Yes, it smells great.
This is a
I'm
drink
sure this
for
glass
children.
seems very large in my small paw.
It's enormous. You're basically drinking out of a bucket.
Oh, alcohol.
drink bucket.
A cider bucket.
It's a cider bucket.
Call that
Cider
a
drink.
bucket.
And you, do you taste it?
Yes.
So basically he added cider to the hard cider, like regular cider.
Oh,
so he
very
just
good.
cut it with normal cider.
Plenty of alcohol for me.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
what the
going
children
to
normally
approach
drink.
the bar, still with the boar over one shoulder, and ask, "Can I get some rot gut? Just something no one would want to drink."
I've got some cider that's gone.
Gone? How far gone?
It's got to be dumped.
Oh, yeah, that'll be perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Always cleaning up.
Right?
What a gentleman.
It's more a way of life than anything else.
I see that Two-Punch also has a goat with her.
Yes.
Is this goat alive?
Yes.
Oh.
It's a living goat.
For now.
For now.
Okay.
I thought that was Two-Punch
Yes.
since the
Oh,
The goat's one punch.
Right.
So
She's Two-Punch.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. This makes
Get the old one too, you know?
this could be an act.
Listen. I like the way you think.
I should give her a ticket.
We should go over and speak to her.
Yeah.
Not all at once. You do not want to crowd women.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she's a dwarf woman.
Well, the lizard women get feisty when you crowd them and they start fighting back.
That's fair.
As I am the most personable and the most dwarfish out of all of you, I shall go over and make small talk. Two-Punch, how are you
I'll
doing?
start to raise a finger and then just say, all right,
He has a good point. He's certainly the most dwarfish out of all.
Yeah.
By quite a lot.
I'm not dwarfish at all.
Me neither.
So
Yeah.
I am quite tall.
sometimes you just need to send it.
Kurva's probably the next closest dwarfish. I do speak dwarven.
Do you
Well, I
you
also
do.
have an
course you
animal
do.
over one shoulder, but I don't think that counts. I don't know how much that counts for in this situation.
They may be afraid, since that is a live dwarf, or a live goat, and a live dwarf, and you have a dead goat over your shoulder.
I believe it is a boa.
It's a boar.
Oh,
See,
that makes
It's like a
completely
goat,
differently.
but browner.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see that the horns
Boy.
are coming out of the head and not out of the mouth.
like Kurva, it has the horns and the teeth part.
In the teeth part.
Yes.
I have to learn about that.
Just so that everyone knows, I'm actually not one of the orcs that have the tusks. That's apparently only some kinds of orcs.
Is that a common misconception?
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, just don't be sorry, be better.
My friend, I did not mean to stereotype here.
So Fulgrim,
I just realized I never looked at your face.
don't be sorry, just be better.
Always
Start
from
saying
the
that to my kids.
the waist down.
Write down the time on the notes so I can save that for a video later. Thank you.
So Fulgrim, as you approach her to talk to her, make a deception or diplomacy check.
My diplomacy is much better than my deception at a +3,
Okay.
-1. That is going to be an 18.
All right. So you can approach her. She's got her arms crossed and she puts her feet up on the table as you approach.
Two-Punch, how are you?
Oh, yeah, doing mighty fine. I had a great show watching you out there rough up my gang a little bit.
Oh, the Mad Muggers are part of your gang?
Yes, I'm Pruana Two-Punch.
Ah.
That's my gang. And you know, maybe I should have gotten involved, but I like to think you let stupid work its way out.
We definitely apologize. They instigated it, but
Oh no, they deserved it. Yeah.
they are quite weak.
They, they are. They're not my best, but maybe you all taught them a lesson, and maybe they'll be better, or they'll get dead. I don't know.
I hope so, because yes, they are terrible fighters. Could I buy you a drink?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
She's quite callous.
They work hard with their hands.
And they fight with their fists.
I hear you
And they
have,
play the acoustic guitar.
Do they though? Do they actually fight with their fists?
She is called Two-Punch, I would assume.
I hear you are having troubles with the mayor. What is that about?
Oh, not so much the mayor. He's just, pretty milquetoast kind of guy. You can walk right all over him. It was that damn sheriff we had a problem with.
And what happened to the sheriff in town?
Well,
It's not about what happened. It's about what's
Okay.
their problem with the sheriff.
And is it still a problem,
The-
or did they quote unquote take care of it?
the sheriff, she was, all over us all the time about, organized crime. And she didn't like the kinds of stuff that my gang was doing. And,
Well, it's good
You
to be organized and not disorganized. That is
right?
how I run my life.
I mean, we weren't doing anything that nobody's ever done in a town before. We weren't going on murdering, killing sprees or anything like that. But, so she kept sticking her nose in our business. But I mean, I'll tell you, I don't know what happened to her. I'm not mad that she's not around anymore, but she just, some things may have happened to her.
She seems a little bit duplicitous So I shall roll a check to see if she is lying to me.
Okay.
What check is that?
Oh.
I believe maybe society kind of
Probably
replaced
maybe also deception.
Yeah.
the sense motive type
I
or
would
diplomacy
or
maybe?
potential potentially.
Yeah.
Perception, of course.
Any
Perception
of
or
those-
society, I think. would be
Perception
fine.
society.
All right. I shall do perception since that seems to be the most relevant.
Okay.
That is going to be a 14 from me.
You can't tell if she's lying, but she doesn't seem to be. She seems to be holding back certain parts of the information.
Maybe if I apply her with some of my own alcohol, she would be more forthcoming with that information.
Okay.
I shall give her my strongest stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a brew that I made myself. It is quite strong. Hopefully a lot stronger than anything you have brewed here at this establishment.
Oh, all right.
Better her than me.
Try some of this.
All right. So she takes it and she tries it and she kind of shakes her head. You know, like Lenky doesn't make it like this, I'll tell you that.
With your fine dwarven taste buds, is there anything else that could be added to it? Here, if you need another taste, here's another.
I can't tell
where
if
she
he's
could
trying to
get
get
more.
information or if he's flirting.
You could also get more at the circus.
A sense motive on Fulgrim.
Fulgrim is definitely flirting.
I've seen them do this before. It will most likely not work. However, let him try.
When do they tie their beards together?
I have yet to witness that with Fulgrim.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
You've noticed that there was a slight smirk when Fulgrim handed her the second one.
Oh,
The autumn bristles. It's
I've heard it's called nodding.
right.
Nodding by nature.
Not because I hate you. Actually, specifically.
He will try 3, and then if this 3 does not work, then 6, potentially 9.
That's why I have kids.
So she takes another drink. She's like, "Nah, this is nice."
Between dwarfs and between friends. What actually happened to the sheriff? We are just vagrants, and we are coming through town. We shall be gone shortly.
She puts her right hand on her goat's head and like starts to scratch the goat behind the ears. And with her left hand, she kind of holds her fingers up and she starts to rub her thumb and her pointer and middle finger together. She's like, you know, I just can't seem to remember too much of what happened to that sheriff.
I've never seen him get this far, however. This is phenomenal.
Gonna lean up to Xa'Reske and say, I do believe she's asking for money now, so.
Oh, yes, still. I've never seen him get this far.
If that is the case, then I shall take a gold piece out and put it on the table and slide it across to her with 2 fingers.
Just one gold piece?
1 gold piece.
Okay, she like looks at it and looks at you. She keeps scratching the goat's head.
That is a lot of money. I only have 2 gold pieces.
Oh,
I think
they
the
call her-
economy in this game, I don't know how much a bribe it actually would be.
They call her 2 fists, not 1.
2-punch.
Oh,
Yes,
one for
that's
each
what I said.
fist.
Oh. Okay.
My friend, I will flick you a gold piece.
Oh, also this for the goat, and I like tear off part of the boar. Goats eat boars, right?
sure.
I think goats eat anything.
The art on this goat too, the way this goat looks, it'll eat your face.
Does 2 gold pieces sway her opinion
And
in
a
any way?
haunch.
She looks to the goat and she says, "Violet, what do you think?" And the goat just is sitting there because it's a goat. And so she grabs she slides the gold towards herself and she says, "I'll tell you, I don't actually know what happened to the sheriff, but I will tell you,
Money well spent.
I saw a little
At least it was everything.
halfling witch sneaking around
Oh.
after
not
dark,
talking to her.
and I had some of the muggers, not these clowns that you dealt with, but I had some of the next level. They tracked her to the Lindell barn outside of town.
The Lindell barn. Oh,
I believe we were heading there.
I believe we were.
Yeah. So, genuinely, I don't know what happened to the sheriff. Like I said, it's no skin off my nose because we didn't get along well. But I do respect people who do their jobs well, and she was certainly one of them. So, and now that she's not here, you saw those freaking idiots on the porch. There are no consequences for them being idiots except for you kicking their asses. So.
Well, if they ever lose their job being clowns by you, you could send them to us, and they can be clowns for us.
Oh, you don't want these clowns. They eat like teenage boys. Don't bathe either.
We have many at the circus who don't bathe.
There's a place for them to fit in.
Yeah, we call them employees.
Yes, they can sleep with the livestock, actually.
I have seen Xa'Reske take many dirt baths.
It's a conditioning so I do not overheat throughout the day.
I didn't say anything negative about it, just making observations.
It's called exfoliation.
Just giving
He could
you...
just lick himself like normal people.
You produce saliva, do you not?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, that's weird. It's almost like not everybody does that.
I didn't say anything negative.
Facts man over here. I'm just listening to Xa'Reske.
I'm trying to recollect the phrase that Kurva used, but it has lost me.
Yeah.
Don't be sorry, be better.
I wasn't apologizing. I didn't say anything bad.
Two-Punch, you have been very helpful, and I hope to see you later at the show. Here is a ticket for you.
Who gave you that?
Yeah, I don't believe you passed this by mud.
I took it off of one of the clowns outside.
That was unconscious.
Fair.
That's fair.
We bought our own tickets to the circus.
I love Xa'Reske.
I keep telling you, you don't have to do
Xa'Reske
that.
so much.
Weren't we supposed to?
One more thing. Well, thank you for this. We'll see. One more thing before you go. Just a heads up for you. I don't know how much I believe it because, again, these guys are idiots. But one of my guys said he saw some small fire creatures in the barn at Lindell's. So you just be careful of those. They're not the nicest things to run into.
Could you describe these in any more detail? Fire creatures, like elementals, or
We just said little fire creatures.
we have seen a few.
You
methods.
think it's more
Could be
methods,
more.
Mr. Brennan?
I do.
You had mentioned a witch earlier. Sorry, I was listening.
I think we all were.
It's a small bar, you know.
There's no one else here.
There's nobody else. So
There's one person working. I'm still waiting for the Two-Punch special. Where was this witch? There's a witch?
Yeah, a little like a halfling witch sneaking around.
Like from the collective? Halfling?
She probably.
I mean, they're halflings. I mean, there's only one place they congregate, right?
Correct.
And it's in the woods.
I thought it was under barns.
So what happened to her?
No, that's woodchuck.
We just saw her running around, sneaking around, going around like they saw her in the orchard. They saw her out at the mill. Just kind of being sneaky. Why are you sneaking in Abberton?
Speaking of, we checked out the mill earlier. There was some stuff going on there, but like there wasn't anyone there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that family they've been missing for a week, maybe.
Oh, goodness.
Really?
I've had my guys out looking for them, but
This seems concerning.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
I must be honest.
I'm kind of pissed about it, to be honest, because I'm not. That's the sheriff's job. It's not my job.
I must be honest. Now that there is a lack of sheriff, I was actually interested in my friend Mott here running everything in this town because he's more than capable. However, you seem like a very good fit for organizing a group of brutes who would maybe run law and order.
She is very organized
like this.
Yeah, thank you.
So
thank you for that recognition.
I will, if we find the mayor alive, I will put a good word in for you. No, the mayor, the sheriff, I hope is dead, so that you can do this better.
How long has the
Wait, is
sheriff
the mayor
been missing?
also in trouble?
They went to talk to
No, the mayor
collective.
went to the halfling place to talk to them
right.
before we went there.
My premonitions tell me that they're not going to make it.
You and your premonitions.
It's just what happens.
How long has the sheriff been missing?
gosh, going on two weeks now.
Oh, that's long.
When was he
weeks or
last
so.
sighted? Where
She
was he last sighted?
was here, to break up a fight, and then she went out to weird stuff's been going on, so she kind of had to go. She left here in a huff. I offered to buy her, a drink or whatever for her trouble, but she declined and said that she had to go do some rounds of the town because of the weird stuff going on. So, and then that was the last we saw of her.
So,
What kind of weird stuff?
yeah.
Well, nothing that concerns me. I don't care. But the river's dry and the crops and all that stuff. But then like the boars over at the orchard, so Lenky couldn't get his fresh crop of apples for the next batch of cider.
We took care of those boars.
Here's
yeah,
one right
look
here.
At that. Look at that guy. Well, thank you.
Say hello, dead boar.
There was a gnome, by the way, over there, dead
Oh.
in their rut.
Oh,
Was there a gnome around town?
Sheriff
They're
wasn't a
barrow.
gnome, was she?
no, the sheriff wasn't a gnome. That was
terrible choice.
that was the guy. He was kind of like a drifter. He had just come into town, but he offered to maintain the orchard. It's been a community thing. Like I said, Lenky here's been getting his apples for the cider from there. But the gnome offered to, if we would let him stay in the town, to kind of maintain it and, keep the pests away and whatnot. But I assume that he had just left.
Did he have a name?
Well, I don't remember.
Yeah, me neither.
Gnomey McGnomey face.
If I may spin a different perspective on this for you, if people start disappearing and dying and the town deserts, you will have no town to organize crime in.
That is true, yeah.
So, once again, I think that you may want to come into an official position of power and perhaps help spruce the place up
Yeah.
and help the people of the town. And they will stop looking at you as Two-Punch, the organized crime leader, and Two-Punch, the sheriff.
Mayor Two-Punch. I like it.
I said sheriff.
Either one.
It's always good to have a dwarf in a position of power.
So,
I agree.
just very realistically, we've talked about a lot of things. Or they've talked about a lot of things. If the sheriff is alive and has his position upheld, or her position upheld, if there is a place for organized
Perhaps organizing a group of
acquisitions
Goings on.
to be appreciated, it would certainly probably be in a circus. Now, I understand that the people you employ, technically employ, are human. We're not going to necessarily hold that against you. But if there is a place for you to thrive in places where you are not often given that opportunity, it would be at the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Just to keep your options open. If at any point you feel like you are not in a place where your talents are appreciated, there is a place they will be.
We could,
give her my
so to
card.
speak, we could, so to speak, quote unquote, do illegal activities with you against the good will of the law. Flaunt it almost, stealing and then selling illegal goods.
I believe acquisition was the word.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it didn't sound right to me, so I figured I'd
Illegal is a
put my own
label
spin on it. Right.
that people put on other things that they don't understand.
Yes.
I believe it has a very clear definition what is illegal and what is not.
However, normally humans are the ones who put this definition.
If you open a
And
lock
there's
to something
barely
of
worth
which
the
you
paper it's written
don't
on.
own, and it is someone's house in a municipality, that is considered illegal.
Correct.
When you are contracted as a reposition official, opening that same lock
I believe that's a real term, but
is now not only legal, but encouraged.
I believe at that point it would be your occupation.
yes, I said it's very clear definitions of what is legal and what is not.
So acquisitions,
Incorporated.
hold up. It's something that is appreciated in some circles and not. racketeering is called business in certain career paths.
I don't believe that's true.
Yeah, and we could do illegal activities with this person.
Curva.
I think we're all on the same page here.
I believe Mud is trying to be a little more subtle at this time, and just shouting that we're going to be doing illegal things is probably not the best way to go about it.
We're not going to do illegal things. The things that we do are very legal. They are by the rules.
I'm just...
Oh, this
Yes.
is one of those land things. Okay, no, I understand.
we understand at sea almost everything is considered legal, but things are done a little bit differently here in land, Kurva. I'll explain it to you tonight.
I gotcha.
On the sea, when you experience another boat that has things that you want, it is piracy to take them.
It's
If you
just
stumble
matter who
upon
has
an
the bigger mop.
abandoned mill, it is of legal recourse to make sure that you put in a claim that you found these things and that you wait the designated amount of time for nobody to claim them. Once they are
Right.
unclaimed, they are legally
steal them.
yours.
Through theft. Yes.
No.
Take some time to study law to
We're all
help you
saying the
with
same
these.
thing.
So anyway,
Different flavors of the same ice cream.
I'll think about it. I'll come and
Yeah.
check out your circus. But thank you for the offer. I appreciate that. I have been getting a little stir crazy around here.
the boys outside seemed bored. And what Fulgrim served you is on tap at the circus. So really, if anything, it's only going to be available for a limited time here.
That is true.
So if there's a time to stock up, probably now.
All right.
I also want to put in that I don't judge you based on your acquisition of humans for your hired help, as they are often in abundance and very, very, how do I put this?
Cheap.
Unskilled.
Replaceable.
Unreliable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
so-
the
Are there just
potatoes of
non-humans
bipeds.
around? Do you have a number 2 or anything? Or is that the goat?
The Violet. Yeah, Violet's my number 2.
Who's Violet?
The goat.
That's the goat.
I mean,
Slim
Smart
pickings
choice.
around here.
Yeah.
Or halflings.
Yeah.
Any idea where the sheriff might have been checking out last?
I believe we should check out the Lindell farm.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I was here for that.
Yep.
You know, she could have been going there too. I don't really know, but
That place does seem highly suspect.
And fire and barns is not a good combination.
Agreed.
yeah.
The red barn seems kind of sus.
The barkeeper, he rings the bell on the counter. Ding! Order up. You see 5 plates of looks like a burger that has been
You got food.
coated in egg and deep fried.
Yes, please.
With a side of fries and a pickle spear.
This is your deal?
This is
Oh
the
yeah, that's my 2-punch special.
2-punch special.
I thought it was a drink. I'm very excited for this. I'm
Yeah.
quite hungry.
I'm pretty excited too.
And it's on the house, guys. Eat up.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll store half of it in my cheek pouches for
Actually,
later.
just for this, you may have my ticket for Violet as well to the circus.
Oh wow.
I will
Thanks.
purchase another.
It's too much cooking for me. I'm just gonna take a leg off the board
God.
Kurva,
and crunch it.
I'm sorry, Xa'Reske. You don't need to purchase your own ticket going forward, just so you're aware. You are an
I do
employee.
believe that you are not the ringleader of the circus. Thank you, though.
I keep the books.
And he keeps you.
I mean, not yet.
All right, so you guys are gonna sit down to eat, and we'll figure out what you're gonna do next on episode 10 of the Lost Omens podcast. So join us then.
So excited for this burger.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Can we get burgers right now?
Yes, seriously.
Not yet.
That's fun.